Let's get more on this now with Moamen Gouda, who's a professor of Middle East politics at Hankuk University. Welcome to the programme, Professor. Now, do you think this $1.4 billion damage estimate fully captures the broader hit to Iran's industrial productivity, or are we still underestimating the economic fallout?
Let me first commend you on presenting data on Iranians' losses. This is something that's actually missing from most of the analysis that's happening right now. We have to remember that Iran is the biggest loser of this instability. The infrastructure is completely destroyed. They are facing really tough time. They are even facing really tough time governing the country. So I think all these variables are very important and to be considered when we are looking at Iran's economic situation right now. Their asking price of having collecting fees and collecting tolls from Strait of Hormuz is something to be in all honesty, I think something a little bit absurd. This is against international law. I think nobody will be able to do this. Nobody will keep up with their claims. So I think it's really hard to grasp what they are aiming for. They're maybe aiming for playing with the negotiation card against what President Trump is playing with at the same time. So it's like fighting fire with fire. However, I think they have to be very careful about their next steps. Having such kind of claim and playing again with the international economy and the global market economies, I think it's becoming now a little bit too important and too precious for any party around the world to be considered. So I think Iran has shown that we need to consider this variable when they are claiming that they can do this for the Strait of Hormuz, in fact.
Right, now oil prices have dropped around 13% since the ceasefire announcement. Can that decline be sustained if upcoming talks in Islamabad fail to deliver a breakthrough?
Well, to be honest, it's very, very hard right now. Making sure that what will happen the next few days even. To be honest with you, I'm pessimist because of the analysis, because of the situation right now. We don't have a clear goals reached. We don't have anything to know about the uranium, what will happen. We have only some words from President Trump, which is also unpredictable, to be honest. So I think it's really very fragile. The situation now is not really stable. This instability have already been undone to the global economy. The damage has already been undone. All of us are suffering right now, and unfortunately, we will suffer more in the coming few months, even if everything turn out into a better side. So we have to see what will happen. But I think we have to be very, very careful about the next steps, because I think Israel will not let this happen anytime soon. We are seeing big things happening in the market. We are seeing big things happening in the politics of Israel. So we have to be careful about the next steps.
What about insurers? How are they likely to respond to this proposed 10% Tehran toll if it grants them safe passage? And what does that mean for shipping costs through the strait during this ceasefire?
Well, this is an excellent question. Trying to play this, trying to use the geographic advantage and economic advantage of controlling Strait of Hormuz is, to be honest, very absurd. This is international waters. This is, against international law. I think the neighbors will be the first ones who will reject this kind of claim. Especially Gulf countries will reject any kind of claim of having tolls or playing with this choke point. US, EU, nobody will support them in this claim by any chance. So to be honest, Iranians, playing cards are very few and are not really that strong after all. And I think they will have really remarkably hard time controlling their country and facing the economic disadvantages that they already have done in this war since March up till now.
Professor Moamen Gouda from Hankuk University, thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much.